Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from CNET. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. And make sure you guys check it out. There's a lot of information on this article. It just dropped today. So T-Mobile is the new network champ. I got a behind the scenes view into how it got there. So lots of information. What I want to add to this, it's still hard to really get my head around T-Mobile claiming the best network. That is such a bold claim, right? And that's just me being sincere and genuine. That is a bold claim. I don't care how you look at it, right? When you view something as the best or the best, right? It's especially from a networking perspective, because you're putting the spotlight on yourselves. Right now, people are going to judge you, right? They're going to say, where's the indoor solutions? Where's my coverage here? People are going to say, as soon as I go indoors into this place, I'm on one bar and I can't load anything. Right? That's what you're opening up the door to. Or as some say, opening up a can of worms. So T-Mobile can do what they want, right? They're the company. They have their leadership. They can do what they want. But this is a very, 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 very bold claim to make. Especially when you have Verizon, who has invested billions more than you years prior to the merger, and is still investing billions more years after the merger, specifically trying to build a rock solid network. So that means there's no exceptions for Verizon. Every site will have a backup generator, right? And I know there's some sites out there that don't, but those are far and few in between, right? You're going to build backup generators. You're going to build densification. You're going to build the small cells, right? And there's some people out there that are saying that Verizon's leadership team or engineering team has made some mistakes. They're saying that they've built too many small cells, that it's creating gaps in the network where there should have been macros. I've seen that too, right? I saw that. Some people have said that that's kind of the case in the city of Chicago. Verizon went on a small cell spree. T-Mobile, including Sprint, they converted a ton of macros, so now they have a great dense grid on towers, right? So there's still opinions and different views out there, and I understand that. But still, to come out and claim that you have the best network is it's just a crazy claim to make, right? And I don't, like I said, T-Mobile can do what they want, but I think there's going to be pushback on this, huge pushback, because T-Mobile is loud, because they know how to market their brand perfectly, if you will, right? They know, okay, the Super Bowl ad, boom, we're going to strike. Biggest ad during the Super Bowl was T-Mobile Starlink. Now, right, the best network. They're gonna push this. I'm telling you, we're not going to hear the end of that. We're gonna hear about it at every earnings call, at every conference. We're going to see it all over TV. We're going to see it on all digital platforms. We're not going to hear the end of T-Mobile having the best network. And that's where I think Verizon and AT&T are going to have a problem, especially Verizon, since they have been perceived the best network. They're going to have a problem with this. Trust me, they're going to have a problem, because the average consumer is eventually going to pick up on that with time. It's going to gain mind share, and then people will just think that T-Mobile now has the best network. Regardless of size of network, technology, capability, whatever, they're just going to think, oh, if I'm on T-Mobile's LTE, I'm on the best network. That's what the average consumer is going to think. And that's what Verizon doesn't want to happen. But it's here. T-Mobile's already advertising. They paid Billy Bob Thornton. They're claiming the Ookla mythology, and drive testing is not as accurate. I mean, that's what T-Mobile has said, right? It plays a part. It plays a role. But they're saying drive testing is not as big as billions of data points from Ookla, from real world testing, right? So let them duke it out. Let them fight it out. We'll see who comes out on top. But I'm telling you guys right now, to close out the video, this best network claim we are not going to hear the end of. I mean, that is probably going to be more. We're going to probably see more of that than any promo, any deal that T-Mobile may be wanting to offer in the future, right? So stay tuned for more. Just wanted to share this article with you guys, kind of get a behind the scenes view of everything. So let me know your thoughts on this. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.